Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of My Little Conversations. It is your resident Yapa, Wanjiko Edna, and it is a lovely surprise to have me back. It's been a minute. I did a live update episode. Then I tried to retrieve my account harder than I thought. But we're back. We have Spotify wrapped just like was it a week ago? No, actually a few days ago. So make sure you follow on Instagram to get it. Um, yeah. Anything else on housekeeping? Not really. Oh, but some side. Okay, that's still part of my conversation for the day. But I hope you're keeping good. You're okay. The December sun is hot. You'd think it's literally January, but anyway, we must survive one way or another. So yeah, so what do I want to talk about today? I don't know. I think I'll just basically touch on a few things that I learned this year and that I realized actually came to pass. And when I realized them and saw them coming to pass, I don't know, it sort of was a way to make my life easier, for lack of a better word. But yeah, let me get right into it because today I'm not yapping too much. So I realized, number one, consistency is so much more important. And to so many people, it looks like, I don't want to call it magic, but it looks like supernatural powers or something. For example, very good example. This year I went to Mount Kenya. Yay! I won't even stop saying it, by the way, because it's not something everyone gets to do. So I will boast about it for as long as I need to, or until my next big achievement. So anyway, there's so many people who will only see that tiny bit of my life, see that, wow, you made it to Mount Kenya, wow, you did this and this. Or like another example, wow, you're able to write your own song. And they don't realize that for the writing your own song, there were countless of days where you had to come up with a rhythm and beats and put together notes, put together beats. There's so many strategy meetings where you maybe had a producer or like a live band or an instrumentalist, and there was a lot of effort put into it. But because people only see the result, that's the only thing that they will celebrate. And if you're not keen enough, you would think that, wow, I'd want to be there or I'd want to be that person. But it only takes effort and consistency. Doesn't mean that you have to show up every day, 365 days an year. It just means that whatever you have to give on that day, you give, whether it's 100, whether it's 20, whether it's just showing up, do what needs to be done. That's all that matters, as long as you don't fall off of it and as long as you keep putting in the effort. As for Mount Kenya, it took a lot. I started, okay, I didn't want to do, okay, let me not say I didn't want to, I'd wanted to for so long, but it's something you would maybe put on your vision board, work towards it, put so much effort into it. But it happened so seamlessly for me that it sort of came as a shock that I was able to do it. And the next day I was literally walking around in town doing my own errands. So since last year towards the end, I decided to, do cardio every morning because I like hiking. But my physique, okay, not my physique, I was physically unfit, to say the least. I'd do a 10K hike, and by the next day I feel like I'm going to die because my my body's giving up on me. Like, girl, what did you do to us yesterday? But as I realized, as soon as I picked up the habit, woke up at 6 every morning, went out for a jog, a run, a walk, whatever my body felt like on that day. Not to say that I did it 7 out of 7 days. Of course, it was mostly 5 out of 5. Not that I did all 5 out of 5, but I woke up when I needed to. I gave myself a break when I needed to. But regardless, I put in the work. I woke up every day. I put in the effort. And so many people don't see the effort. So many people don't see the cumulative bits that add up to this big result in the end. So sometimes you would even actually, I don't know, it's something I kind of also experienced this year. You yourself don't realize the end result of your results unless you actually take up a task. For example, you could be working on a project and you're doing bit by bit every day, but if you don't have a challenge at the end of it, if you don't have exams at the end of a semester, exams at the end of a term, you don't necessarily see your results of studying every day. It's just small tiny bits every day, and they won't add up until something makes them add up, to say the least. So that's one thing I learned this year that I'd say is major. Small, tiny, consistent bits are so much more important than this big, nice result that you would admire or want to get to. Because when you're the one getting to this result or getting to this big thing, you actually see that these are the fruits of your hard work. You're not like, wow, I actually did that. You're like, okay, I did that because of 1, 2, 3 things. Not that it doesn't justify, okay, not that whatever you've gained is nullified because you put in the work, but it's so much more satisfying than instant gratification, if you know what I mean. So that was number 1. Consistency every single day, bit by bit, is so much more worth than the big thing that you actually wouldn't realize how you got there. Or maybe, anyway, you get what I'm saying. So number 2, I think I'll just end it at number 2 actually. So number 2, no, I'll do number 3. Okay, number 2. What was my number 2? I've literally forgotten. What was my number 2? Oh yeah, okay. We all do goal setting at some point, and sometimes we expect so much from ourselves, which is not wrong. I mean, that's the whole point. Expect highly of yourself, or expect high things from yourself, or expect a lot of things from yourself, and work towards them, so that you grow, so that you push yourself. But then I realized that you can only measure your efforts based off of the things that are in your control. For example, let's say that I don't know what you do, but you do gigs randomly. So it's on call. Basically, if someone calls on you, you're there, do your bit, get your payment, and go home. But if you put your value in the number of gigs you get to do, you won't feel as satisfied. You won't feel like you have done anything. You won't see the results of your efforts. But if you build something, maybe be like, okay, of course I want mini gigs, but what would I do to get here? And then you're like, okay, my actual goal is try to get to a target of 250 people through maybe an online advert, or in person approach maybe 10 people about my business and tell them this is what I do. It's based on you calling me to come give this service, blah blah blah. And as much as this marketing bit that you put for yourself as your goal will not bring maybe monetary value, or you won't see the fruits of your efforts until maybe later on, when said people actually ask for your services, you will be able to actually realize that as much as I have this out of my control, this that is in my control, I was able to do this with it. I was able to, reach the goal that I actually had. So sometimes it's actually important that you measure your goals based off of things that are actually in your control. So number 3, I had a number 3. What was my number 3? Oh yeah, I think it also ties to number 1 in a way. But sometimes when you do something, you don't how do I say it? The bits that you get from something that were not your initial reason for setting this thing up, but you get them and they're beneficial in the end. So I'll give a practical example. Right here on this podcast, this is probably episode 40 something. I am aiming at 50 like vibaya sana. But nonetheless, I remember towards last year, I don't know if it was last year or 2023, one of the things that I really wanted for myself is to be able to articulate myself in a good way. Not in a good way, in a presentable way. Be able to bring out my words as I picture them with with minimal effort. Like, I'll be able to express myself and actually say that this is what I want, this is how I want it, and be able to express that in words almost seamlessly. And I'll actually say that towards the beginning of this year or mid, I think, let's say mid this year, I actually saw it in action and I was like, okay, I like this girl. The way she speaks, the way she is able to respond to questions, respond to matters brought to her. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, this is nice. I like this. I like what's going on here. And actually, yeah, that was something I wanted towards the end of last year. That was already after I'd started my podcast, this podcast. But I didn't realize that it's something that I could get from this, to be honest. So sometimes, like, for example, me deciding that I'll do exercises every morning because I like hiking and because I want that to be a seamless experience. Of course, it got me to be healthier and got me to move my body every day. So such benefits are like on the side benefits, but you actually get them from certain habits that you pick. So my point number 3 is some habits you won't necessarily do them for certain things, but they will have added benefits. So be careful which habits you decide to pick up. Yeah, so that's it from me. What were my three what? My 3 things that I've learned or picked this year. Number 1, cumulative efforts every day are better than the bigger picture in the end where you don't see, the efforts. Number 2, what was number 2? Why am I forgetting points? Okay, I'm not writing them down. But anyway, number 2. No, I've honestly forgotten my number 2. But anyway, I've said it like a few minutes ago. And then number 3 is that sometimes you get like side benefits from the habits that you get to pick. So yeah, be careful what you decide to do. Yeah, that's it for me. It's been amazing speaking to you guys. I miss this. Definitely will be doing it more often. So yeah, and actually I've noticed this has turned into a story time stroke self-love kind of podcast, and I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it. Anyway, thanks for listening this far. Yeah, I do wish that you have a merry Christmas and a happy new year. I don't know if I'll post again before the festivities, so just in case. Yeah, enjoy the holidays. Bye.